So here's a little fun $2 synth. This is called Fractal Bits, and this is actually pretty much an infinite drum maker, especially if you like IDM. You can hit these. That's pretty loud. But what's really cool is that you can change the seed randomly and go to generate new or whatever each time and create something totally different. And this has pretty much an infinite number of sounds that you can create. The way that this works is it actually is creating short transients based off of these images here. So I imagine that there's a matter of color frequency and density in regards to contrast of blacks and whatever color this is. But as you can tell, if you don't like it, you can go new. And pretty much use this for developing a drum kit that is usable, especially if you're trying to do some cool glitchy stuff. Is it the most like compelling drum that is like smack you in the face and like just super sick? No, of course not, but that's not really what this is meant to be. Plus it's $2. But if I were to use this within Drambo or something, right? Let's say that I just close out of this and go back into my trusty D-Rizzle and pull all this stuff off from the last tutorial and pull up Fractal Bits. Well, who's to say that you don't just pull this up and then put knock on it or something with a clipper? And you can also use another dedicated clipper that I have called Push. I think this was like $6, so there's that as well. You can just turn this up, do some compression to it, and just hit clip. So you can change this here to do upwards compression or downwards compression, which is kind of nice. I would probably go for something like this and then adjust the makeup gain, to be honest. But once you have something like that and you adjust the threshold here and go into the makeup gain just a bit, then when you start to apply stuff on this, I'm going to pull this off because it's going to be way too loud anyways. You can just use all of these things here to clip it, add some air, a little bit of punch, a little bit of saturation. If you have a kick or something, you can add some sub to it. I don't really feel like that's necessary, but now that you have this, that's pretty cool. You can transpose these if you want. That's a great kick. Oh shit. Yeah, so we can kind of saturate this a little bit more, clip this a little bit more, change this into soft clipping, and then maybe adjust this to pristine quality. Come back out of this. That's why I have this tool, because it's very useful and very fast for just designing drums. $2. And essentially what you could do with this, I'm gonna add a little, yeah, so not everyone is a winner, but you can go into this and just go slide this down to C1 and then just go boom, boom, sorry, and pretty much create a ladder, or a stairway rather. We can set this to 2 bars or whatever, but I think that you get the point, right? So you can set that here to where these are moving. Where is my bars? Is it here? There we go. So we can go to length times 2. And now that we have this, we can move all of these up. So I can highlight all of these by grabbing the selector window here and doing this, and then moving these up. I love Drambo. It's such a good tool. And now if we hit play, great. Now we just hit the record button. Now this is saving to recordings in my folder of my library. So if I were to go into this now, in theory, I think that this should work. I might have done something wrong, but I think I did it okay. I can go into samples and go into recordings, 85 BPM. Let's see what this is. All right, so that was something different, but there we go. Best $2 you'll ever spend, especially if you like drums. Super easy, super, like there's nothing really to it other than, you know, push random and see what you get. But this thing is great, especially if you're on a budget. I don't see any reason not to buy it. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's pretty much all I have for this one. Let me know if you have any questions or comments about it, and what should I cover next. I'll see you in the next one.